virtual and quarantined folks. I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know exactly what's going on. I'm not Zooming today or tomorrow because we are just working individually on the study guide. So you have those available to you in the module. Now, make sure you're submitting those each day, doing the part that you're supposed to be doing. We've broken it into 2 parts, so do those 2 parts. Make sure you get that submitted. And then on Thursday, I will be Zooming. So Algebra 2, you guys will Zoom during your class period. If you have any questions, set your alarm and be in that Zoom. We'll start about 8:30 probably. And go the whole hour answering questions. I do not plan on releasing a key, so you will need to be in that to make sure that you get all of your questions answered and are able to do that for the test. And then same thing for you geometry students. I will be Zooming the second period, and then after I Zoom that second period, you can just leave those right there. Thank you. After I Zoom that second period, I will record that one and put that out for you guys. Same thing with algebra, I will record them, but if you have specific questions, you need to be a part of those Zooms. And then for my geometry students, I will Zoom every hour. So if you want to hop in the 4th hour, 5th hour, 6th hour, and 7th hour and ask questions, you can. So I will be available to answer questions. If you have questions before then, you're more than welcome to either email me or send me a remind message, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. But I also wanted to tell you a little bit about your study guide. So your study guide is made with purpose. It is not a bunch of just random questions. Your test will mirror your study guide. The only difference is your study guide questions are a little different than what you will see on your actual test. So like one on your study guide may have the numbers 17, and the one on your test may have the numbers 24, okay? But you'll be doing the same type problem. So number 1 will look like number 1. Number 2 will look like number 2. So all of that is there available to you. So if you can do all of the problems on your study guide and you understand the concepts, then you should do very well on your semester exams. If you don't, you need to get into those Zoom meetings and ask your questions so that I can help you make sure you understand those questions. I'm not giving you this semester exam as like a punishment or something that you know, is a bad thing. What I wanted us to do is like pump the brakes and really look at all that we've accomplished and covered this year. You will need to know this material when you take your ACT. So it's important that we stop and go back over it. So look back through your notes, get on Google, get on YouTube, reach out to me, whatever it takes for you to be able to understand those concepts. Also for testing purposes, my virtual students, you can take your test at home. If you prefer to come to the school and take a paper test, you're more than welcome to do that. You don't have to do it at the same time as your classmates if you want to be away from the general public and keep yourself kind of virtual. Just email me and let me know. I will be here every day until at least 3 o'clock. So if you want to come in, you know, if your test is scheduled for Tuesday, you could come to school at 1:30 and take your test after the students have left to go home. So that is definitely an option for you. But those of you that will be taking your test at home, you are going to have 2 devices for this. Okay, one is going to need to be a computer. You'll be taking your test in Edulastic just like you always do. You'll sign in with your Google, your school credentials, and you'll take your test online. Your test is different than in class. The in-class test is going to be on paper. They'll be filling out a Scantron, more of an old school kind of test. So yours is a little different than theirs. Again, same concepts, just different questions. So yours will be online. So what will you need the second device for? Well, you are going to need to open up the Zoom. okay? I will have those Zoom meetings open early so you can get yourself set up, because you'll only have the time period that's allowed. If you're in my second period class, first period class, whatever class, you have to take it during that time. You do not have all day to take this. You cannot take it at night. You must take it at the assigned time. If you don't have the schedule, it has been released. I can put it out there for you guys too, but you must take it during your scheduled time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a setup kind of like what I have here. I'm on my cell phone, and there's my computer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna zoom in on your cell phone, because you don't need to be on your cell phone. You don't need to be on it texting, calling, nothing. You're taking a test, a semester exam. So you're gonna zoom in, you'll see me, your camera will be on, okay? And then you'll set it and prop it, okay? You can figure it out to where I can see your computer screen and I can see you working, okay? So you'll take your test. I'll know that you're on Edge Elastic testing, and you'll leave it like that until you're done, okay? So the Zoom will be running. I will be able to watch the Zoom. I'll be able to see you taking your test at home. You're not using your notes. You're not using your study guide. You're taking a test just like you would in class. That's the purpose of the Zoom, to show me exactly what is going on. If while you're taking your test, you're using your notes, then your test will be voided, okay? So there's no reason for you to use your notes, whether you're quarantined, whether you're virtual, whether you're in class. Everybody has a study guide. You have 3 class days to work on that. You also have Friday where you can reach out and ask more questions. So if there is a problem and you're not sure how you're gonna work it out with 2 devices, then you need to reach out to me, okay, so that I can get with your parents and that we can get this figured out. And it may be that you just have to come to school, okay? So if you can't figure out how to set up the Zoom meeting to run your Zoom and take your test at the same time, then you may just need to come to school after everyone has left from 1:30 to 3 and take your test. Okay, I hope this explains a little bit about my expectations for what we are doing for our testing next week. If you have any questions, or if your parents have any questions, they're more than welcome to reach out to me. Again, I want this to be something that you do well on. I just want you to review, okay? So complete your study guide. Let me know if you have any questions. Get yourself prepared this week. And then next week, I will get with you and give you the Zoom codes. And make sure you have plenty of time to zoom in, get yourself set up, and then you can start your test. When it unlocks, it will unlock during your scheduled testing time, and it will lock at the end of that testing time. So if you oversleep, if you have a doctor's appointment, if something else happens, you have a scheduled makeup time. Again, you would have to reach out to me and communicate with me and let me know that you need to make up your test. Okay, I think that's it. If I forgot something or your questions aren't answered, please email me. You should know my email at this point. It's KCOLE1, the number 1, at caddoschools.org. And I'll be happy to answer your questions. I think that's it. Happy Tuesday. Have a great rest of the day.